I felt trapped, like I was in a never-ending maze with no way out. I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was. It was a gnawing feeling deep inside. The internet offered an escape, a world of instant gratification. It was a temporary relief from the chaos in my mind. Pornography, once a fleeting curiosity, had become a compulsion. It was no longer just a distraction. It was an obsession. It promised pleasure, but delivered only emptiness. The more I indulged, the more hollow I felt inside. Shame and guilt gnawed at me, eating away at my self-worth. I felt like I was drowning in my own mistakes. I was caught in a cycle, desperately seeking a way out. Each attempt to break free seemed to pull me deeper into the abyss.
John's work suffered. He couldn't focus, and his productivity plummeted. Relationships became strained as he became more isolated. He withdrew from friends and family, pushing away those who cared about him. The isolation only made things worse. He felt like a failure, unable to meet the expectations of those around him or even his own. He was tired of the lies and the secrecy. The constant need to hide his addiction was exhausting. The shame was a heavy burden, one that he carried with him every day. It weighed him down, making it hard to move forward. He yearned for a life free from addiction, a life where he could be truly happy and at peace with himself. Porn addiction, like any addiction, thrives in secrecy. It isolates individuals, severing connections with loved ones. The allure of instant gratification overshadows the pursuit of genuine intimacy. It distorts perceptions of sex and relationships. It breeds unrealistic expectations and fuels a sense of inadequacy.
My addiction had taken root in my self-esteem. I felt unworthy of love and connection. The shame spiraled. I questioned my values. My dreams seemed distant and unattainable. The weight of my secret threatened to crush me.
Admitting the problem is the most courageous step towards recovery. It is the moment when one decides to face the truth, no matter how painful or daunting it may seem. It requires brutal honesty and a willingness to confront the issue head-on. This is not an easy task, as it involves peeling back layers of denial and self-deception. For John, it began with a whisper of truth to himself. This whisper grew louder as he allowed himself to acknowledge the reality of his situation. He acknowledged the grip of addiction. This acknowledgement was the first step in breaking free from the chains that had held him captive for so long.
I confessed my struggle to a trusted friend. Sharing my burden with someone I trusted was incredibly difficult, but it was also a crucial step in my journey.
This act of vulnerability, though terrifying, was liberating. It allowed me to feel supported and understood rather than isolated and alone. It shattered the illusion of secrecy. The walls I had built around myself began to crumble, revealing the path to healing. It opened the door to healing. This newfound openness allowed me to seek the help and support I needed to begin my recovery. Admitting the problem was not a sign of weakness. Instead, it was a powerful declaration of my strength and my commitment to change. It was a testament to John's strength and his desire for change. His journey was just beginning, but with each step, he moved closer to a life of freedom and fulfillment.
No one should fight addiction alone. Reaching out for support is essential. John, I confided in a therapist who specialized in addiction recovery. I joined a support group. There, I found a community that understood my struggles. Support group member, we offer empathy, not judgment. We share stories of hope and resilience. We provide practical advice and coping mechanisms. John realized he wasn't alone. This realization was empowering. He was part of a community dedicated to healing and growth. Recovery is a journey, not a destination. It requires commitment, patience, and self-compassion. John, I began implementing strategies to regain control of my life. I installed website blockers to limit access to triggering content. I engaged in new hobbies like hiking and photography. Hobby instructor, rediscovering the joy of physical activity can be transformative. Regular exercise became an outlet for stress and anxiety. Meditation helped John find inner peace. He practiced mindfulness, learning to observe his thoughts and emotions without judgment. He set realistic goals. Recovery is possible. It may seem like a distant dream, but with the right mindset and support, it can become a reality. John's story is a testament to the power of determination, self-love, and support. He faced numerous challenges but never gave up. John, I learned to challenge negative thoughts and replace them with positive affirmations. This shift in mindset was crucial for my recovery. I forgave myself for past mistakes. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary for my healing. I embraced the future with hope. Each day became a new opportunity to grow and improve. He rebuilt relationships with honesty and vulnerability. His work ethic improved, and he found joy in reconnecting with loved ones. Most importantly, he rediscovered his self-worth. He realized that he was deserving of love and happiness. John, I learned that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external sources. This inner peace was a game changer. I was no longer defined by my addiction. I was a survivor. I was free. My journey showed me that with perseverance, anything is possible.